What's up, corn lovers? I am back with another fundamental Nikola Nowitzki My Career video, and oh my, where did all this VC come from? In the last video, I kind of made a fool out of myself because I couldn't buy VC in the New Zealand time zone, but now we have more than enough to go around. So right away, we are going to max out our interior defense to a whopping 70 overall, which is hopefully enough to not get beaten up by a player like, oh, I don't know, Miles Turner. I'm also gonna max out pass accuracy to 92, which feels insane for a center. We'll touch up our inside game with some post control and close shot, and with or without needles, I will be 10% stronger overnight. Altogether, that's gonna cost me 114,000 VC. Well, if I'm gonna spend that much money just to still be playing for the Washington Wizards, I might as well look good doing it. First of all, I'm gonna head over to Tattoo Envy and pick out a sleeve. I'm shooting for something that is Central European looking, but most of these tattoos look like they're for white trash or Asians. And let's be honest, how well does that actually fit the demographics of NBA players? I'm sure the Asians can do the math on that. So it looks like the only reasonable option is the armor sleeve with a big kitty cat on it. That's gonna run me 9,000 VC, but of course it doesn't fit my arm properly, so I'm gonna have to pay another 9,000 VC just to fill it in. Now I like the suit that I have, but I kind of look like I'm applying for an office job, so I'm gonna have to step it up in that department as well. Say hi to the poor people shopping at Swags for me, but we'll be making another trip to Dria Brutaire. I ended up buying every item of clothing I have any interest in wearing, and wouldn't you know it, I have now spent more money on suits in this game than I originally paid for the game itself. But hey, someone has to be the best dressed in this locker room, and I guess it's gonna have to be me. Hey Teresa, you see this suit? Jordan Poole, I swear to God, if you get any of your crusty little facial pubes on this coat, I will tear your ACL with my bare hands and ship you off to the G League. Alright, I guess this is a 2K video, so I might as well show you some footage of me 2K'ing. Nothing too crazy happened in most of the games following my debut. If you watched the first video, you probably know I have a long way to go before I actually play like a mix of Jokic and Dirk, so I was using these games as practice. I did make the greatest highlight play of my career so far after I took a charge on Ja Morant for the good of the team. My post fadeaway was starting to come together. I added another key part to my game with my unblockable floater, and I even started to hit some spot up threes. The low point of these early games has to be when I steered off who I was as a player and a person, when I threw an alley-oop to myself off the glass, when that clearly should have been another safe floater. But more importantly, what I was using these games for was to scout the talent on my team, or lack thereof, so I can figure out who deserves minutes around here. I'm a big fan of the NBA, but if I'm being honest, I don't know much about the Washington Wizards. So really, I'm getting my closest look to ever seeing these guys in action. First of all, we have Denny Avdia, who the game recommends I have starting at the power forward, and I'm still trying to figure out why. Diaz really has the hand skills of Michael J. Fox, and when you're lucky enough that he does actually catch the ball for a shot, it doesn't get any better from there. For some reason, the 2K commentary has the nerve to compare this guy to Luka Doncic, but other than them being white and from the other side of the planet, it's like comparing apples to 2014 Toyota LP propane solid pneumatic sit-down forklifts. We've got Jordan Poole, who is supposed to be the third best player on the team. He'll hit some shots here and there, but most of the time, if he has the ball, you better just start fighting for a rebound if you want it back. He's a defensive liability too. Half the time he's too busy talking to the courtside bitches and we're left playing 4-on-5. No pun intended, Corey Kispert is an unexpected bright spot on this team. He's the best shooter we have by far, and he just so happens to have some sneaky athleticism too. It didn't take me long to realize he deserves more minutes, and I think I might have found my KCP. 2K also recommended me I have DeLon Wright start at point guard, which I had my doubts about considering he's a 77 overall vet, but I was wrong. This man is a dog. He is easily the best player we have on defense. His offense could definitely be better, but the thing is, he never forces shots, and I love that. He's good enough to hit some open three-pointers, and he is the first man in the history of my NBA career who found me for an alley-oop, which of course resulted in an alley-oop layup even though I had near perfect timing. Kyle Kuzma, I don't even need to say anything. He's by far the second best player on this team, and I see us playing out the rest of our careers together. I had a love-hate relationship with this man when he played with the Lakers, but it's all forehead kisses from here on out. Tyus Jones is the fourth highest rated player on the team, and really the only thing the Wizards got back in return for trading Bill and Porzingis, so I was expecting great things from him. He's a great playmaker, but the man just constantly gets bent over on defense, so for his rectum's sake, his minutes are in jeopardy. But that's the team I'm stuck with this year. We don't have much to trade other than picks, and even if we did, clearly our front office doesn't have the mental capacity to improve this team. Our first tough game came against the Hawks. We were down about 20 points for most of the second half, and a good portion of the cause of that is due to me getting bullied by Clint Capella. In the second half, I started to take advantage of any mismatch I could find, like this fur ball I found guarding me in the paint. We're still down in the fourth quarter, and they are starting to send double teams, but I am a playmaker. I probably should have hit the left wing, but I trust Corey Kispert with my life, and we are finally tied up. We're down again. The shot clock is running out. I missed the open man, but Trae Young is an honorary wizard today. He runs away from the ball and Shamet hits the three. I got a mismatch. We are down one. It's time for me to do some work. Nope. I get bullied in the paint, but that leaves Shamet wide open again for another three-pointer, and we finally take the lead back with 4 minutes remaining. We get a stop. I'm hot. It's time for Kuzma and I to take over in the pick and roll. I probably could have lobbed it, but those added attributes are going to barely do enough for me to finish with a simple one-handed dunk. We're up 6 with less than 2 minutes to go. I hit them with another pick and roll. Bogdan is guarding air, so I'm gonna lob that up to the fashionista for an easy bucket. And we will come away with a tough win in this one. That was character building for the team and eye-opening for me. With an upcoming game against Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers, I realized I have a lot of work to do. So I ran my ass straight to the gym and put Nikola Nowitzki through the toughest workout of his career. I am not kidding. I was in this practice facility for over 40 minutes straight, working on my timing, my post work, and doing practice attempt drills just to get game-like shots up. And this lineup that is centered around 76 overall Denny Avdia is gonna have to go. I don't know how I missed this, but we have Daniel Gafford coming off the bench playing 7 minutes a game, and he's still hot. I can't guard Miles Turner, so I definitely can't guard Embiid. He is going to get a huge opportunity tonight and start at the power forward position. Kuzma is going to move down to the 3, and the whole team dynamic has shifted from small ball to big balls thanks to one large African. I'm also going to move Jordan Poole to point guard just so he can stay matched up with James Harden the entire game, and I'm going to take a risk and move Tyus Jones to the shooting guard and pray that he can keep up with Tyrese Maxey. All right, it's game time, and hopefully I can start this game off strong by winning the jump ball. And yeah, right. Not gonna lie, I'm a little scared to go at Embiid right away, so we're gonna work in some passing game and find Kuzma for an open mid-ranger. Nothing here is working on the drive, so I'm gonna kick this out to the corner and set the screen, but Gafford was already one step ahead of me. I love it. Yeah, let me get that ball real quick and get that man paid. Fast break here. I'm looking like Usain Bolt flying up the court. Joel thinks I want him one-on-one. Psych, I'm giving that to Kuzma for another assist. James Harden wants the ISO, but I've got Jordan Poole starting for a reason to slow that man down, and he proceeds to get cooked. As long as I have Gafford out here, I might as well use him in the pick and roll, but Embiid accidentally stole the ball. He's gonna go the other way and get 2 free throws. All right, let's try that again. Nothing's really open, but I'm gonna give it to him anyway. Oh my gosh, look at the hustle. 1 rebound, 2 rebound, get fouled. Okay, I'm liking Gafford. I still haven't scored, but we're gonna be looking for Kyle Kuzma in this pick and roll in the pop. I'm a little late, so I'm gonna go back and set him a screen. They want me to roll to the basket, but I don't have the melatonin for that action. We're gonna pop for the 3, and I'm Katniss Everdeen. Joel's had enough of my antics by now. He wants to go at me, but we're gonna sit that little man down. I've got the ball in the open court. We're seeing what's open. We find Jordan Poole for the 3. Apparently, I'm the best shooter in this starting lineup, so I'm going to have to take control of this once again. Gafford's going to come over here and set me a moving screen. I love that, and we are going to knock down another one. If Gafford keeps setting screens for me like this, I'm going to have him signing a max contract on his next deal. Kuzma's got the ball. I'm hot. I need a heat check. I'm trailing, but we're going to give it to Tyus Jones in the paint, but oh my, he hits it. This man wants to keep his minutes. The 76ers are down 1 before the end of the first quarter. Embiid wants to ISO on me, but Corey Kispert comes down for the white boy double team, and we sit him down again. I'm a little offended. Corey doesn't trust me enough to throw this fast break pass to me, but he finds me on the 3. Mo Bamba doesn't fall for the shot fake, but just like a good old Catholic woman, the back door is wide open, and DeLon Wright scores 2. Gallinari is another underrated player on this team. He shoulder checks Mo Bamba, and I get my first points in the paint. I'm just trying to mind my business and play some defense, but they're gonna throw it right over my head, and there's nothing I can do about that. Mo Bamba might be 10 times more athletic than than I am, but I've got the fundamentals on my side. We're going to find Gallinari for a mid-ranger. 5 minutes left in the half. I am hot, so they are sick and Patrick Beverly on me, but I get the backside position, ask for a high pass, and that's an easy bucket. He still wants a piece of this, so we're just going to bury him in the paint and hit him with a nice little post hook. This pass probably should have been a turnover, but I end up facing Mo Bamba, and no thank you. I'm going to kick that out to Corey Kispert in the corner for another 3. We clearly have the momentum, but the 76ers put their starters back in, but Gafford is wide open on this back door. He gets the and one, and we go up 10, and I think I'm in love. Joel still hasn't scored on me, but he is going to keep trying. I'm calling for the double team. Jordan Poole's coming. He leaves me alone, and he gets the and one. Joel Embiid, you need to calm your ass down. You're still down 10 points, buddy. They keep going under these pick and rolls, and they're gonna keep on paying for it. I'm gonna hit another 3, and I just came up with a new celebration. I tripped, I fell. Oh my lord, I'm in doggy. Coming out of halftime, we're gonna see what adjustments the 76ers made, and first of all, they're gonna put me in the pick and roll. That's actually a really good idea, but Kyle Kuzma saves me, and I've got to reward him by finding him in the fast break for a cheeky little and one. I'm taking the ball up the court. I see Jordan Poole open for a 3. I'm running back, and why would you turn that into a mid-ranger? My God. Hey, at least he can make it up on defense by slowing James Harden down, right? Nope. I think Tyus Jones wants his job, and I'm thinking he's gonna have it. He even finds me here without asking for it. Meanwhile, I find Gafford here in the fast break. He's one-on-one with their point guard, but no, Jordan Poole needs to make a highlight tape real quick. We cut to Tyus Jones, and once again, he's not afraid to pass the ball, and he's growing on me. I'm gonna pop again. The 76ers know I have a hot hand, so I hit him with a pump fake, and I try to yam it on him, but I forget I have a 4-inch vertical. Thankfully, they still gave me that layup. We're gonna hit him with it again. Mo Bamba wants to send this into the stands, and I know it, so we're just gonna take a little midi. And that's pretty much gonna do it for this game. We had all the momentum in the world. I was hitting dimes left and right, besides a couple times that Jordan Poole would take away my assist by throwing up a brick. I tried to prove myself against Joel in the post, but I never got the opportunity because they kept double teaming me. I'll have to settle for a one-on-one fadeaway against Tobias Harris, but to be fair, I did finish this game with 40 points, 17 assists, and 17 rebounds on 75% field goal percentage. I played this game on all-star difficulty, and I think it's pretty clear now. I know what I'm doing. I think I have the starting lineup I need, so I guess I'm gonna have to move up the difficulty in the future. But this tough game turned into almost a 40-point blowout. Really can't be mad at that. Everyone played great except a few people. Jordan Poole. But anyway, it's time for our press conference to get started.
Lena Becker, Washington Post. Congratulations on the win against one of the best centers in the league, Joel Embiid. Coming into this game, most rankings had the 76ers as the highest-ranked team in the Eastern Conference. Does tonight's win make the Wizards the new team to beat in the East?
Joel Embiid, Gigi Hadid, when you check your news feed tonight, you'll see I made his butthole bleed. I came into this game expecting a challenge. Like you said, he's one of the best centers in the league, but not the best. That honor still goes to the great Jokic himself. Embiid might be a great 3-dimensional player, but there are players out there like myself that are 4-dimensional. We've been the team to beat. We're what, 7-0? I don't even know. I'd have to check the footage. The 76ers can come get this work any place, anytime. Next question.
Joe Biden, President of the United States. This winning streak of yours has not only Washington, D.C., but the whole country is proud of you. You know, I was top of my class at Syracuse, but don't forget my son died in the war. I walked with the king. The thing is, this country, this city or district, whatever you call it, really, we're a tri-state area. It's important to stay in shape, but also no one's judging either. My father told me once that if you're going to do something, you do it. I bet you smell just lovely.
What the hell was that? Was that even a question? If you even come close to me, I will drop your old ass. I guess if I had to try to answer that, it is important to stay in shape, and we are all judging. Plus, I don't think I'd smell too good considering I just played 40 minutes against the Sixers.
Gary Carson, NBC4 Washington. You seemed upset at the performance of Jordan Poole tonight. Do you think it was just a rough night for him, or do your talents not mesh?
Jordan Poole couldn't hit the midsection of Lizzo tonight. I was expecting him to have a breakout game considering he was matched up with James Harden, but instead he shriveled up like he was getting into a cold pool. I'm starting to discover that we have some role players on this team that can step up in the big moments like DeLon Wright, Tyus Jones, and Corey Kispert. We might see how he looks coming off the bench. He could be a great spark plug for this team and also keep my favorite seat warm in the meantime. I still have hope for him to be a solid contributor for this team, but believe me, the phones in the front office are not being left on Do Not Disturb. All right, is that going to do it? Nope. Okay, I'll see you guys next time.